Right. Now, Sparkfire, again, I think this has been echoed by Dr. Ng previously. What it means for a startup, what is the number one thing for a startup? Obviously, it's your growth. And for you to grow, it's about access to the market, access to the client, and access to resources within the client company to help you to position yourself better and to grow. So in a lot of large corporations that I've worked with or I've been worked for, I see a number one issue being the governance and the bureaucratic process. To onboard any startup into these companies, it will take generally 6 months, if not longer. I mean, that's a pretty big hurdle for a lot of startups. And the startups, at the same time, is constrained by or being put behind the barriers of not having this visibility. So joining Spark, and we're leveraging our large enterprise client portfolio, will enable you to do three things. So you sell to, sell with, and sell through, meaning you can sell to Huawei. You know, we work with thousands of partners or companies of all size. And so I think we certainly hope you are one of them. Secondly, sell with. It essentially means we're going to open our enterprise client portfolio. We're looking for the problem statement within our own portfolio and our client portfolio, as well as your solution. If we find a match, we will facilitate that. Sell-through will put you on our cloud marketplace, which today we have more than 3 million and enterprise users are on our cloud marketplace, and 600 million consumer mobile users on our HMS platform. So that's the sell-through. Just give you a little bit more credibility in terms of how this is going to be executed. If you can move on to the next slide, which I will talk about the business enablement program or the acquisition program. It's a 6 months long enabling program. We start with onboarding your solution into our ecosystem. We'll help you to fine-tune how you pitch to enterprise, and the language they use is very different from what you talk about as a startup. Once we finish that, you're getting yourself ready, we'll move on to the stage 2 of prospecting. So this is like creating a client profile, look at what you're looking for, building leads and qualified leads. And the goal is always land something, right? So land and expand. Landing meaning landing an initial meeting and followed by a demo. Expand that into a paid proof of concept stage. And then once you finish the POC, that's where I think you're half of the battle. So it's about also convincing more than the IT stakeholders, going to the CFO, CMO. So that's the expansion mode. So Huawei Spark program is along that journey with you, being coaching and mentor and door openers to facilitate this whole journey. If you move on to the next slide, please. Now, I like to say everything we build is nothing unless you come forward. So I want to give this call for action. Today we are launching Huawei Malaysia tech competition. So this is the URL. This is the URL. I would love to encourage all of you to participate and just give you some the kicker or the incentive for participating in this competition. If you move on to the next slide, I'll quickly flash some of the key highlights. So we'll look at the top 10 companies and incentivize them differently. Top 1 will be given obviously all the support that I mentioned earlier. You know, I guess in a way that this one will give you a bit of more detail. And this is offered not just with Huawei, but also with TM, with Amdac. If you move on to the next, again, quickly flash. So you'll see the incentive is slightly different. If you move on to the next slide. So in terms of the financial support is slightly different, but everything else is almost identical as the first tier. And if you're in the number post position, the next slide, you'll get certain support. So I'm gonna go through these in detail, which all made available on our website. So feel free to go on our website and find out more.